This is RTV6 News at 6, working for you.
Leftover lumber, a mound of debris, and a mother stuck in her home. I'm Rafael Sanchez. That story next on the news at 6.
I'm worried about someone getting in an accident or getting hurt. I mean, I drive with my kids down this road every day.
Concern over a busy road on the southwest side tonight. We're working for you to bring it to the city's attention.
The humidity's low, the sun is shining, and the kids are playing. How long will this last?
Now at 6, a grandmother recovering from multiple strokes is trying to avoid a setback.
Plans to put in a new concrete driveway so she can take walks and exercise are being delayed. RTV6's Rafael Sanchez is working for you tonight on the project that's become a problem, how you can avoid this happening to you.
This is not what Marcia Johnson had envisioned. It's been a rocky start to a project meant to help her mother. The current condition of the driveway is a problem for Rosie Jones of Indianapolis. She's on the road to recovery after 2 strokes. She was hoping the concrete driveway would be done so that she could exercise and strengthen her mobility. What's the first thing you're going to do when that driveway is done?
I'm going to walk the driveway, push myself in the stroller up to get exercise.
So you are ready to take that walk?
I'm ready to take that walk.
Just last month, Rosie's daughter, Marcia Johnson, she hired William Presley Jr., concrete and masonry work out of Anderson to replace their driveway. She paid a deposit of $7,500. Johnson says the job was to be done May 19th. She lost faith in the contractor, she says, especially since the tear-out also caused damage to her neighbor's driveway, which is now an unforeseen expense. William Presley Jr. tells RTV6 that he had equipment issues and wants to finish the job. He's told me that his Bobcat, his equipment broke down, and that because of the rain, he was unable to get the job done in time. Will you keep him on the job?
No.
Because?
Because I don't feel he has the expertise to complete this job correctly. I don't want a job done and then I have to tear it up or pay someone else to repair what's not done correctly. At this point, I want to pay him for what he did, and I want the remaining of the money so that I can pay for it to be done quickly and correctly.
Despite our attempts to resolve this with the contractor, Marcia has decided that she does not want him on her property and will instead take him to court. In Indianapolis, Rafael Sanchez, RTV6.
Thanks, Rafael. And Presley Jr. tells RTV6 that he can repay Miss Johnson her money in installments. He said he did not have the cash on hand to make a full payment today. Marcia says she learned a lesson she hopes will save you money.
I've learned that you don't give anybody a big deposit. If they don't have enough money to do the job without a big deposit, then that should be a red flag. I also learned that I should have done a little more research in the work that he had previously done.
And if you need us to look into an issue on your behalf, send us an email to workingforyou@rtv6.com.
A major safety concern for drivers on the southwest side. Cones and barrels have been placed along a busy 2-lane road in Canby. It's leaving drivers to dodge a large pothole, which has left part of the road crumbling. RTV6's Nicole Griffin is talking to one driver who reached out asking for help to get something done to make the road safer.
This is the problem area that driver is concerned about. It's East North County Line Road near Slide Off Road in Canby, and you can see directly across the street there was a large part of the road missing. He's worried if it's not fixed, there could be a serious crash.
The main concern is that I think it's dangerous.
County Line Road in Canby is a road Michael Denny uses every day.
I mean, I drive with my kids down this road every day, twice a day, 3 times a day, a lot of times. Every time we go to baseball, we go to soccer, we go to do anything in Mooresville, we're going down this road.
He says this portion of the road has been an issue since 2013. A large pothole continues to open up. He says it gets patched, but the asphalt always wears away.
The big thing is it fills up with water. And when it fills with water, you can't see it. You can't see how wide it is. You can't see how far into the road it is.
He reached out to RTV6 because over the last few months, conditions have gotten worse. Cones and barrels have been placed out to alert drivers, but no fix has been made.
I watched a truck slam through this pothole not knowing it was as deep and as wide as it was, and actually come into my side of the road a little bit before they got back control.
As I tried to figure out who was responsible for the damage, I spoke with a Morgan County commissioner who says this stretch of the road is the jurisdiction of Marion County and needs attention. Indianapolis DPW confirms it is their road. As a result of our questions, they sent their operations team out to the area, and it's now being scheduled for repairs. Denny is just hoping the solution is one that will last.
I don't know what they need to do to it to fix it permanently, but just throwing asphalt on it, I don't think is the solution.
Nicole Griffin, RTV6.
And we will continue to monitor this road and make sure repairs are made. If you have a problem with a road in Marion County, report it to the Mayor's Action Center or request Indy. Now to your Storm Team 6 forecast. Beautiful night for a baseball game. First pitch tonight at Victory Field is at 7:05. The field is all set to see the Indians take on Buffalo. But will you need to bring a jacket tonight? That's the question. Kevin's here with the answer.
No, just
leave it home.
Be relaxed, enjoy low humidity and a beautiful sunset on the way. First pitch temperatures will be in the 70s. We're at 76 right now. 78 in Kokomo. Temperature in Muncie 81, as warm as they've been all day long. Any clouds that you have out your window now will fade away this evening. The wind yesterday was so strong, much calmer today. High pressure right overhead, that will slide away and change our wind direction. We'll warm up into the upper 70s tomorrow, but that's a brief warm up. Much cooler air follows on Thursday. Through the evening hours, here's the progression of temperature, 64 by the time we get to 11 o'clock. First thing in the morning, 56 degrees, we're dry. Midday temperature in the mid 70s with clouds increasing. Chance for any rain tomorrow during the daylight hours fairly low, just a 30% chance for thunderstorms. Talk more about tomorrow night into Thursday morning coming up.
We'll see you soon, Kevin. Thank you. Now to Democracy 2020 and the crowded field seeking the Democratic nomination for president. Among them, South Bend Mayor Pete Buttigieg. At a foreign relations discussion today in Bloomington, Buttigieg called for an end to what he termed the endless war of previous administrations. He said the United States has spent $4 trillion and lost thousands of lives in conflicts in the years after 9/11. He also called for more congressional oversight on conflicts overseas and said he believed the U.S. involvement in Afghanistan was ending in 2014 when he served there as a member of the Navy Reserve.
The time for a Congress to sleep at the switch must come to an end. If members of our military can find the courage to deploy to a war zone, then members of our Congress ought to be able to summon the courage to take tough votes on war and peace.
In his speech, Buttigieg also called for rejoining the Paris Agreement and the Iran deal. The most recent polls show Buttigieg in 4th place to win the Democratic nomination.
The new leader of the Indianapolis Housing Agency says he is committed to turning around an organization that was not focused. John Hall credited his workforce for working long hours to address multiple concerns impacting families who need housing. Hall marked his 100th day today, saying accountability is key to his vision. He says he's holding weekly and bi-weekly meetings to make sure issues good and bad are tackled in a reasonable time.
And everyone throughout these first 100 days and also the next 100 days, I have made it clear, especially in my senior management team, that no one's job is safe. They need to perform in order to be able to keep their jobs.
Hall says IHA also wants to bring a strong business sense to the operation. Coming up new at 7, how the agency plans to find affordable housing for about 1,200 families. Still ahead on the news at 6, the tide is finally starting to turn for Indiana farmers.
Plus, hundreds of jobs need filling for this year's Indiana State Fair. You still have time to decide if one is right for you.
And I'm Dave First, live at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Fever playing really well right now. They host the defending WNBA champs. Plus, where's Andrew Luck? Colts camp is underway. Well, Colts mini camp. We'll let him explain. Coming up in just a bit.
It's all sunshine this evening. Beautiful. 9:13 is when the sun sets. The thin veil of clouds that we'll wake up to tomorrow show the increasing chance for rain late tomorrow into Thursday and then into the weekend. More changes ahead coming up.
Tune up for only $89. On time.
This is RTV6 News at 6, working for you.
Hiring Hoosiers is our commitment to you to make sure you're aware of job opportunities that are right for you. Are you looking for a couple of weeks of summer employment? Then the State Fair might be just for you. They just wrapped up a job fair to help fill more than 1,000 seasonal jobs, but you still have an opportunity to snag one of those jobs if you couldn't make it. Open positions include parking, gates, security, operations, tractor shuttles, and education. Several positions are ideal for college students, retirees, and people with full-time jobs who want to earn a little extra money. You have to be at least 14 years old to apply.
What we're looking for most of all is someone with a smile and a positive attitude. We are very focused on the guest experience. So folks who really enjoy being outside and being part of something as incredible as the State Fair, that's who we're looking for.
If you couldn't make it to today's job fair, you can still apply. Just stop by the State Fairgrounds Employment Office in the Public Safety Building. It's located inside Gate 6 off of Fall Creek Parkway. Hours are Monday through Friday from 9 to 4.
And the weather is finally starting to turn for the better for Indiana's farmers. They made a lot of planting progress this past week following a very soggy spring. A new U.S. Department of Agriculture report shows 67% of Indiana's expected corn crop is now planted. That's more than double the 31% as of June 2nd. Indiana still trails most states in corn planting, with Ohio's 50% at the lowest level. 42% of Indiana's soybean crop is planted, up from 17% a week before. A Purdue agriculture professor says planting corn after early June is risky because it leaves a shorter growing season. And looking into the 70-year history of Channel 6 has revealed a lot of fun facts for those of us who weren't around in those earlier years.
We are learning a lot from talking to Channel 6 alums who came back to share their memories. Ken Beckley arrived in 1967 to anchor the Saturday early evening news and report. A year later, he was promoted to late evening anchor. In those days, there were only solo anchors, but it didn't take too long before that changed as well.
In 1970, 49 years ago, Channel 6 management decided that since Chet Huntley and David Brinkley of NBC, and we were an NBC affiliate at that time, they were so popular in their competition with Walter Cronkite of CBS, why not pair Howard and Ken? And so in 1970, we became the first co-anchors at Channel 6. I continued anchoring the late evening news, and then 3 years later, 1973, Howard joined me again as co-anchor on the late evening news, and we did that until 1976 in the spring.
The news with Howard Caldwell, Ken Beckley.
In those days, we were the producers of our newscasts. So Howard produced the early evening news, and I produced the late evening news. If we were co-anchoring, I could be reading a story, and off to the side, Howard's trying to figure out how much copy and time we've got left. And that was a lot of pressure. And we were not only writing, producing, also anchoring.
It's that kind of business, right? Mm-hmm. Well, Ken anchored until the spring of 1976 when Clyde Lee joined Howard Caldwell on the anchor desk. And then Ken became the station's first executive news producer.
And to watch all of our 70th anniversary stories and our 1-hour special, head to theindychannel.com and click on 70 Years Together at the top of the homepage. Well, one of the highlights of the church summer festival season is just 2 days away, and today we got a taste of what you'll get to enjoy at the Strawberry Festival. The 54th annual Christ Church Cathedral's Women's Strawberry Festival is Thursday on Monument Circle. Today they gave us a preview of what they'll be serving up. Desserts range from $2 to $7 for the works. That's strawberries, shortcake, whipped topping, and ice cream. It's a cash-only event, and once the costs of the festival are covered, everything that's left gets donated back into the community.
Last year we were able to donate around, I think, $70,000 to all kinds of organizations that help women, children, and general human needs organizations across the city, state, and the world.
Now they will start serving an estimated 6 tons of strawberries and 18,000 homemade shortcakes at 9 a.m. Thursday. They say they'll dish it out until 4, but they usually sell out before that, so don't wait if you really want some.
And I think in the morning we could have a couple showers, but in the afternoon we'll improve the weather conditions. Okay, I was down on the canal earlier, and this couple, Brittany and Patty Stevenson, were riding on the cultural trail, and I said, you got to stop, check this out. And so what I was pointing at was this, a ring around the sun created by ice crystals, and you see a ring around the moon every once in a while. Maybe not as noticeable around the sun, so you can't really stare at it, but I took that picture with my phone. It worked out pretty well. Off to the west, showers, some isolated thunderstorms, not for tonight, not for most of tomorrow. The chance will go up as we get to tomorrow night and into Thursday morning. Temperatures, they'll stay in the 70s tomorrow. The big change comes on Thursday as our temperatures really cool off for a day. Rain chance tomorrow is minimal during the daylight hours. It'll go up tomorrow night into Thursday morning. Take a day off on Friday. It will be dry. Saturday and Sunday, increasing chance for thunderstorms as we get to Saturday night and Sunday. Seems like they'll be likely. Temperature trend way up here tomorrow. Coolest day Thursday, and that high temperature of just 65 will come with wind gusts over 20 miles per hour, about 20 to 30 through the day. We'll bounce back on Friday. Tomorrow, clouds will increase. Again, another comfortable dry start with low humidity. Clouds increase, temperature jumps into the middle to upper 70s, and that's true from north to south. Maybe temperatures a little bit cooler to the northwest, where I think the clouds will thicken up a bit there first. As far as our rain chances, let's jump to 1 o'clock in the afternoon, between 1 and 4, maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm. There we are by 7, a few more in the eastern portion of the state, but it's overnight Wednesday into Thursday morning that we get the push of some showers and thunderstorms with more coverage. That's what we wake up to Thursday morning. Starting to depart mid-morning, the wind will be whipping through the day out of the northwest, 20 to 30 miles per hour, and it will make 64 or 65 degrees feel even cooler. Showers confined to the morning hours. I think we're dry in the afternoon. We just don't warm up a whole lot. As we step into Friday, great way to end the work week. Mixture of clouds and sunshine. Temperatures in the mid-70s. We're warmer over the weekend. The humidity comes back, which is one of the building blocks for thunderstorms. The most likely period of thunderstorms Saturday night and into Sunday. Sunday's high 81 degrees. We've still got that chance for rain on Monday of next week. Consistently a warmer stretch once we get to the weekend into early next week. We've been bouncing around a little bit so far today.
Yeah, we just want to settle in. Thanks, Kevin, for that. Hey, there is a storm blowing into Indianapolis tonight, but not the kind you need to take cover from.
The Seattle Storm are in town to take on the Indiana Fever tonight. Dave First joins us live from Bankers Life Fieldhouse. Dave.
Hi, guys. Yeah, big night tonight for the Fever, who, by the way, have won 2 of the last 3. Take on the reigning WNBA champs tonight. And a busy week. First of 2 at home. They host Chicago coming up Saturday night here at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. We'll take a look at the Eastern Conference standings right now. They lost to Connecticut earlier this year, so they're only a game and a half back of Connecticut in first place in the Eastern Conference. Yes, it's early, but this team is playing some good basketball right now. We'll have highlights for you tonight at 11 o'clock. We're on to the NBA, and it's really one of those moments we'll be talking about for a long, long time. Just under the 10-minute mark of the second quarter, the former Finals MVP, Kevin Durant, comes up lane trying to drive the ball. Remember, he originally suffered a calf injury a couple months ago. This time, it's an Achilles. Likely out, not only for the rest of the series, could be out for a full year. Warriors GM Bob Myers was simply beside himself emotionally afterwards and took the blame and a little more.
Let me tell you something about Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant loves to play basketball, and the people that questioned whether he wanted to get back to this team were wrong. And I'm not here to... He's one of the most misunderstood people. He's a good teammate. He's a good person. It's not fair.
Wow. Feeling perhaps the burden of guilt. We'll see. Meanwhile, Warriors still won the game. Up next, Game 6 Thursday night, right here at RTV6 at ABC. Warriors trying to stave off elimination one more time. Final game ever at Oracle Arena. Jimmy Kimmel live at 8. NBA Countdown 8:30. Tip at 9 Thursday again right here on RTV6. Well, up on the city's northwest side, Colts mini camp has begun today, tomorrow, wraps up Thursday. Take a look out there where you will not find Andrew Luck. He's not in practice. He's out with a strained calf muscle. Technically, this is a mandatory camp. You got to be there. But honestly, really, most of the guys, including a lot of the veteran leadership, they've been in the optional workouts anyway. So this is really as if nothing's changed, except, of course, for Luck. There was hope going into this thing. He would be able to practice in this mini camp. Not going to happen. And give him credit, he was pretty honest in his explanation today.
Calf strain, aggravated it, training, and things can be stubborn sometimes. I certainly don't feel as young as I once did, and I'm certainly also being conservative with things. It's one of the lessons I learned going through my shoulder. I've thrown significantly, sort of off my feet to make sure I don't aggravate something, but keep my arm in shape certainly. And there's a bunch to do there. I dealt with injuries in the past. I think we're on a very, very good page, and I'll be ready for training camp and the early report date and all that.
Again, camp through Thursday. Hey, finally tonight, first and foremost from Raleigh Hospital. Special visits today from IndyCar driver Ed Carpenter wearing the red cape, hoping to recruit 100 other Riley heroes. The program is open, trying to hit that number by the end of the month. Ed visiting several children at the hospital today, giving back.
It's gratifying, it's fun, it's just a great opportunity to be a part of this organization and see the miracles that are happening here, and to officially be a part of it and have the red wagon on my fire suit, be a hero, and to encourage everyone else, show them how easy it is to become a hero.
What a great program. Nicely done, Ed Carpenter. Fever, Seattle Storm tonight. Highlights at 11. For now, though, the news at 6 continues after this quick timeout.
If an evening walk is in your future, perfect evening for that. Low humidity, light wind, and sunshine. That's Betty on the left. Thanks to Connie for sending in her dog's pic. Kevin.Gregory at WRTV.com. Send a pic of your dog, and I'll take your dog for a walk.
Betty on the left.
Yeah.
Having fun. We'll see you at 7.
It's a nice ring to it.